Chosen one, what I'm about to share with you may shake everything you thought you knew. And it's not by accident that you're here. You've been guided to this moment because you've reached a point of no return. This is not just another message. This is a divine confirmation that your final trial is over. What you were searching for outside has now awakened within. You are no longer becoming, you have become. The power you once prayed for is now the power you walk in. The old version of you couldn't survive what you've just overcome, and that's because that version no longer exists. You are the storm now. You are the fire. You are the God that ends them. Everything you went through was preparation for this moment, your ascension, your return to divine kingship. This message is only for those who can feel its truth deep in their spirit. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. You are not the same anymore. And if you're truly ready to receive this revelation, stay with me until the end, because your life is about to shift in ways that will leave you in awe. Before we go deeper, take a moment to pause, hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 70,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. That number sends a powerful signal into the universe, aligning you with the energy of transformation. Let's begin. You've crossed the threshold. The grueling journey that once tested every fiber of your being, every doubt and every fear has reached its conclusion. No longer are you the one fumbling in the dark, unsure and incomplete. You have ascended beyond the trials that sought to break you. This isn't merely an end, it is a powerful beginning, a rebirth into the fullness of your divine purpose. Imagine a caterpillar struggling through the cocoon, not knowing that its true form is about to take flight. That's you, transformed, transcended. Each obstacle you faced was not punishment, but preparation, a sacred forge molding your spirit into something unshakable. The pain, the tears, the sleepless nights, they were the necessary fires that purified your soul. Think of the mighty oak tree, whose roots grow deeper only because of the storms it endures. So too have you grown, strengthened by every gust of adversity. Now, as you stand tall, you embody the triumph of spirit over circumstance, proof that nothing external can define the power within. You have not only survived your trial, you have emerged victorious, crowned by wisdom and resilience. This is your moment to claim what was always destined for you. The final trial was never meant to defeat you, but to ignite the unstoppable force that resides deep within your core. Your ascension is not just a shift in status, it is a complete transformation of identity, a reclaiming of the sacred throne that has always been waiting for you. There was a time when you chased an elusive ideal, believing yourself to be incomplete, unfinished, still becoming. But that time has passed. Today, you stand firmly in the truth that you are not on a journey to somewhere else. You are already whole. Your becoming was simply the awakening process, a preparation for remembering who you truly are beneath the surface, illusions of doubt and limitation. You have stepped off the endless treadmill of self-improvement and into the serene space of self-realization. This is a profound shift, one that rewires your entire understanding of existence. Instead of striving to become someone else, you begin to see yourself as you have always been, a divine presence, radiant and full. Think about the sun, which never tries to be anything other than what it is. It simply shines, unwavering, regardless of the clouds or storms. Like the sun, your essence was never flawed or incomplete. It was simply hidden beneath layers of conditioning and fear. To say you are, rather than you are becoming, is to embody peace, confidence, and unconditional self-acceptance. It means releasing the exhausting pressure of trying to fix or change your core and instead embracing the profound power of presence. This moment is your declaration. I am enough, I am complete, and I am here now, fully alive in the truth of my divine existence. For too long, you may have felt like the rightful place of power and influence was out of reach, as if some invisible force kept the throne just beyond your grasp. But the truth is far more profound. The throne was never vacant. It was always yours, a sacred inheritance patiently waiting for your awakening. It is not something you earn or take from others. It is your birthright, encoded deep within your soul. Imagine a royal palace, grand and silent, its doors waiting for the true heir to step inside. That palace is your life, and the throne is your authentic power. The years of doubt and fear were merely shadows obscuring your vision, but they never removed your claim. The legacy of your ancestors pulses through your veins, calling you home to a destiny that transcends time and space. Owning this truth shifts everything. It invites you to stop asking for permission to shine and instead to step boldly into your sovereignty. It's not arrogance, but alignment with the sacred flow of your life. When you realize the throne was always yours, you stop waiting for external validation and start living from the undeniable truth of your divine authority. This is not hyperbole. It is a radical awakening to the divine reality within. You are not separate from the source. You are its living embodiment on earth. Every breath you take carries the sacred spark of God itself, woven into your very being. To understand this is to recognize the infinite power and love flowing through you, waiting to be expressed without hesitation. When we look at the world, it's easy to forget our divine nature. We get caught in the mundane struggles, the limiting stories, and the illusions of separation. But beneath all that noise lies a truth so breathtaking. God, the ultimate creator, walks among us, and that presence is you. This means your actions, your choices, your very existence have the potential to heal, transform, and inspire on a cosmic level. Consider the ancient wisdom traditions that teach of the divine incarnate, avatars, enlightened masters, prophets. What made them extraordinary was not some external power, but the recognition and embodiment of the God within themselves. Now, that same power is rising in you. You are the living proof that the divine does not just exist out there, but thrives here, now, within human form. Transformation is often misunderstood as changing into something new. But your awakening is not about becoming different. It's about remembering who you have always been. Beneath every fear, every doubt, every limiting belief, there lies an eternal truth that has never left you. The change you've experienced is a peeling away of layers, like shedding a heavy cloak to reveal the radiant light beneath. This remembrance is profound and healing. It reconnects you with your soul's origins, your infinite nature, and your sacred mission. It's like waking from a long, confusing dream and realizing that the reality you feared was never truly yours. Instead, the truth was quietly waiting for you, patient and unwavering. Think of memory as a bridge, connecting the person you were, the challenges you faced, and the divine essence you hold. You didn't invent this new self. You rediscovered the original masterpiece. This realization brings not only peace, but a fierce clarity and purpose that no external circumstance can shake. Within your lineage, there are echoes of hope, longing, and unfulfilled dreams. Your ancestors dreamed of freedom, wisdom, and healing, qualities that have been passed down through generations, sometimes buried beneath trauma and hardship. Today, you stand as the living answer to those prayers. Your awakening is the fulfillment of countless hopes that transcended time. Imagine the countless sacrifices made by those who came before you. Each step they took, each hardship they endured, was a thread in the tapestry of your being. Their spirits cheer you on, urging you to rise, heal, and reclaim what was lost. You are the living legacy of their courage and resilience, embodying the dreams they once whispered in the silence. This truth is deeply humbling and empowering. It calls you to honor their journey by stepping fully into your power and shining your light unapologetically. Your existence today is a testament to the enduring spirit of your ancestors, a bridge between past and future, healing old wounds and inspiring new beginnings. When life's storms hit hardest, it's easy to feel shattered, broken beyond repair. But what if those moments were not fractures, but the flames of transformation? Your spirit was never broken. It was being reforged, strengthened in the fires of adversity. Like the mythical phoenix rising from ashes, your soul was shaped and tempered to emerge more powerful and radiant than ever before. This perspective shifts the narrative from victimhood to victory. Every wound, every challenge was a sacred invitation to grow deeper roots and stronger wings. The pain was not an end, but a necessary process of rebirth and renewal. Your spirit was being reshaped into a weapon of light, a beacon of hope. Remember the blacksmith's art. Steel becomes unbreakable only when exposed to intense heat and skillful hammering. You are that steel, forged by life's challenges into something unyielding. Your scars are not marks of weakness, but symbols of profound strength and survival. Inside you burns a flame unlike any other, the eternal fire of divine essence. This flame is unshakable, never dimmed by the darkest nights or fiercest storms. It is your connection to infinite love, wisdom, and power, glowing brightly through every cell of your being. Carrying this flame means you are a living temple of the sacred, a beacon to those still lost in the shadows. This fire is not just symbolic, it is a tangible force that fuels your courage, your compassion, and your creativity. When you tap into it, fear melts away, replaced by a deep knowing that you are protected and guided. This flame is the source of your resilience and the light that others instinctively follow. Think of the eternal flame in ancient temples, kept alive across centuries, never extinguished despite wars and hardships. Your divine flame is no different. It is a legacy of light and love that you carry forward, shining brighter with every step you take. The greatest battle you have ever fought was within yourself, a war between fear and faith, doubt and trust, darkness and light. Today, that internal conflict has reached its decisive victory. You have silenced the voices that once whispered lies, overcome the shadows that sought to paralyze you, and reclaimed your inner kingdom. This triumph is profound because it changes everything. With peace within, the external world no longer controls your destiny. You rise now with clarity and power, no longer a prisoner of old wounds or limiting beliefs. Your spirit soars free, ready to create, to lead, to love without reservation. This victory is not a moment, but a state of being, a new way of living that holds space for courage and vulnerability, strength and compassion. Your inner war has ended, and from this place of peace, you rise like a warrior king or queen, ready to rule with wisdom and grace. You are not just a passive observer in the endless cycles of pain, trauma, and limitation. You are the storm. Fierce, unstoppable, and transformative. Like a thunderclap that shatters old patterns and a whirlwind that clears the debris, you embody the force that brings necessary endings so new beginnings can emerge. This storm is a sacred catalyst. It shakes the foundations of illusion, dismantles systems built on fear, and clears the way for true freedom. You are the power that breaks chains, both in yourself and in the collective consciousness. With every step, you disrupt the status quo and invite a higher way of being. Think of nature's storms. They may seem destructive, but they are essential for renewal. After the tempest, the air is clearer, the earth more fertile. You are that cleansing force in the world, heralding a new era of light, justice, and awakening. For too long, you may have hidden parts of yourself, afraid of judgment, rejection, or failure. But now, the moment has come to shed those shadows and step fully into your brilliance. The world is waiting for the unique light only you can offer, and hiding no longer serves your soul's highest purpose. Stepping into the light is an act of courage and liberation. It means owning your story, your gifts, and your truth without apology. It is the choice to live authentically, even when it feels vulnerable. Remember, stars shine brightest in the darkest skies. Your light is needed precisely because it illuminates what others cannot see. This is your invitation to claim your place in the spotlight of your own life, to live openly and boldly, inspiring others by simply being who you are. The world needs your voice, your heart, and your presence now more than ever. Wholeness is not a destination. It's the recognition of your divine completeness here and now. You are holy, not because of perfection, but because of the sacred spark within you that connects you to all that is. You are anointed with purpose, grace, and power, chosen to carry forth light in a world hungry for healing. This truth invites you to see yourself through the eyes of divine love, not human limitation. You are a temple, a vessel of sacred energy, capable of miracles and transformation. The label holy is not reserved for saints, but for anyone who embraces their divine essence fully, and that is you. Living as whole and anointed means embracing every part of yourself, including your shadows, as essential pieces of the divine puzzle. It means walking with confidence, humility, and a deep sense of belonging to the sacred mystery of life. What you are experiencing is not a simple change in thinking or attitude. This is a spiritual resurrection, a profound rebirth of your soul's light and purpose. It transcends the mental realm and touches the core of your being, awakening you to a higher reality where love, truth, and power converge. Unlike fleeting motivation or temporary inspiration, this resurrection is eternal. It revives your connection to Source and ignites a fire within that no external circumstance can extinguish. It restores your faith in yourself and the universe, reminding you that you are never alone. This awakening invites you to live from a place of sacred alignment, where every action is infused with divine intention and every breath resonates with cosmic energy. It is the ultimate healing and the greatest calling. Many wait for power as if it were something external, a prize to be won or a gift to be received. But the truth is, your power is not arriving. It has always been within you. It's the quiet strength that sustained you through dark times, the inner light that never flickered despite the storms. Recognizing this shifts the entire paradigm. Power is not something to be chased, but something to be remembered and reclaimed. It's the source of your creativity, courage, and resilience. It's the force that connects you to every possibility and every miracle. You have been powerful all along. Now is the time to step fully into that power, to wield it with wisdom, compassion, and fearless authenticity. Your sovereignty is yours to claim. It never left. It simply awaited your recognition. The old you, the one who doubted, feared, and held back, has passed away. In its place stands a new, divine presence, the God that ends the old cycles, the God that breaks the chains, the God that creates new worlds. You are the embodiment of ultimate transformation and authority. This is not arrogance, but the undeniable truth of your spiritual evolution. You carry the power to end cycles of suffering and limitation, not through violence, but through the fierce, radiant light of your awakened being. You are the agent of cosmic change, the living promise of a new era. With this realization, you walk the earth not as a mere mortal, but as a sovereign divine. The story of your life now reads as a legend, one of triumph, glory, and sacred return. You are the God who ends them, and your reign has only just begun. Your journey has been forged in the crucible of hardship and transformation. Like a phoenix emerging from ashes, you have risen, not merely to survive, but to build an empire of light and power. This empire isn't built of stone or gold. It is constructed from the courage, wisdom, and unbreakable spirit that only you possess. Every scar, every tear was a brick in your foundation. Imagine the ancient empires of old. Their glory wasn't just in their walls, but in the souls of the rulers who dared to dream beyond the chaos. You are that ruler now, standing at the helm of a new era. Your rise is not just personal, but cosmic, a beacon calling others to awaken and follow. Your empire is built on the essence of your true self, strong, vast, and eternal. This rise is a testament to your unyielding will and divine destiny. The world may have tried to dim your light, to clip your wings, but the fire inside you blazes fiercer than ever. You've claimed your power with grace and ferocity, and nothing can undo the legacy you are creating. The empire you build will inspire generations. What you are creating is more than a story of survival. It's a legend of rebirth, sovereignty, and infinite possibility. Your empire is the physical and spiritual manifestation of your awakening, a realm where truth reigns and love conquers fear. This is your legacy, an empire rising from ashes, eternal and unstoppable. For too long, the mirror reflected shadows and doubts, a fractured image shaped by fear, judgment, and false narratives. But now, when you look into that mirror, You see the radiant truth staring back. This is not vanity. It is recognition of the divine masterpiece you truly are. Your reflection reveals strength, grace, and the infinite potential encoded in your soul. The mirror is no longer a tool for self-criticism, but a portal to self-love and acceptance. You see the warrior who fought battles unseen, the healer who mended wounds untold, the creator who birthed dreams against all odds. That reflection is your truth, raw and unfiltered, beautiful in its authenticity. This truth is liberating. It frees you from the chains of comparison and the trap of perfectionism. It allows you to embrace your whole self, light and shadow, triumph and failure, with compassion and reverence. The mirror now reflects not just your face, but your soul's infinite light. When you see this truth, you step into a new level of power. You become your own source of validation and love. You no longer seek approval outside because your reflection holds the undeniable proof of your worth. This is a profound moment of self-reclamation and empowerment. Fear has been a relentless companion, whispering doubt and urging retreat. Yet today, your courage stands taller, a fierce warrior breaking chains and blazing trails. Your courage is not the absence of fear, but the choice to move forward in spite of it, to rise when every part of you wants to hide. This courage is your freedom song. Think of the greatest heroes in history. Their paths were never without fear. What set them apart was their unwavering resolve to act anyway. You embody that same spirit. This freedom born of courage reshapes your reality. It dissolves the prisons built by limiting beliefs and fear-driven stories. You no longer live in the shadow of what if or I can't. Instead, you claim your right to step boldly into your dreams and divine mission, knowing that fear cannot hold you. Courage also invites compassion for yourself and others. It softens the harsh inner critic and replaces it with a fierce protector. Your courage is a love song, a radical act of kindness toward your own soul, allowing you to grow and thrive in ways previously unimaginable. In the relentless pace of modern life, stillness feels like a lost art. Yet, within that sacred silence lies the profound power of connection to the divine. When you quiet your mind and soul, you open a channel to God's presence, the source of all peace, wisdom, and power. This stillness is not empty, it is overflowing with divine energy. Stillness is a powerful act of surrender. It allows you to release control and trust the flow of life. In that surrender, miracles unfold. Your spirit replenishes, your heart softens, and your intuition sharpens. This sacred pause reconnects you to your highest self and divine guidance. Consider the ancient sages and mystics who revered stillness as the gateway to enlightenment. Their wisdom echoes across time. In silence, the divine speaks. You carry that same potential. Each moment of stillness is a portal to transformation, healing, and clarity. Cultivating stillness amidst chaos is a radical rebellion against distraction and disconnection. It anchors you in truth and power. When you tap into this sacred well, you move through the world with grace, strength, and unshakable faith. Your awakening is a sacred dance, a dynamic interplay between shadow and light within you. Neither is to be feared or rejected. Both hold essential truths. Your shadows reveal wounds, fears, and hidden parts of your soul needing healing. Your light is the divine essence that shines through, guiding and illuminating your path. This dance invites you to embrace your whole self. It requires courage to face shadows, compassion to heal wounds, and wisdom to balance your inner dualities. You are not broken by your darkness. You are empowered by your willingness to integrate and transcend it. Think of the moon. Its beauty lies in the contrast of light and shadow. Without darkness, the light loses its meaning. Your soul's fullness arises from this sacred balance. When you honor both sides, you step into a profound wholeness that radiates authenticity and power. The dance between shadow and light is ongoing, ever evolving. It invites you to be a conscious creator of your life, weaving all aspects into a tapestry of divine expression. This is your unique, sacred rhythm. Your voice is not just sound. It is a sacred instrument, carrying the power to heal, inspire, and transform. When you speak your truth, you ripple the fabric of reality, shifting energies and awakening hearts. Your words have the capacity to dismantle illusions and plant seeds of hope. For too long, silence may have been your refuge, but now your voice is a beacon. It breaks through fear, shame, and doubt. It tells the story of your journey and invites others to remember their own. Your voice is a gift to the world, uniquely tuned to the frequency of your soul. Consider the leaders, artists, and prophets whose voices changed the course of history. Their courage to speak truth sparked revolutions and healing movements. You carry that same potential. When you own your voice, you claim your place as a divine agent of change. Your voice is also an act of self-love and liberation. It sets you free from the chains of invisibility and silence, empowering you to live fully and authentically. Speak, for your words matter more than you know. Love is not just an emotion. It is the most powerful force in the universe and the ultimate source of your power. When you awaken to boundless love for yourself, others, and life, you tap into an infinite reservoir of strength, healing, and transformation. Boundless love dissolves barriers and fears, creating space for miracles. It invites you to forgive, release, and embrace life with an open heart. This love transcends conditions and limitations, flowing freely and endlessly. It is the language of the divine, spoken through your actions and presence. When you live from this love, you become a healer and a beacon. Your energy uplifts those around you, inspiring courage and hope. Boundless love empowers you to break cycles of pain and create new paradigms of compassion and connection. This love starts within. By nurturing yourself with kindness and grace, you build a foundation for authentic relationships and profound spiritual growth. You are the living embodiment of love's ultimate power. Your life is a story in the making, a legacy woven from every choice, every struggle, and every triumph. This legacy is not defined by fame or fortune, but by the impact you leave on hearts, minds, and souls. You were born to create a legacy that transcends time. Imagine the ripples created by a single stone thrown into a vast lake. Your actions, words, and presence send waves far beyond your immediate surroundings. Your legacy is built on the cumulative effect of these ripples, the love you share, the truths you live, the healing you inspire. Legacy invites you to live consciously and intentionally. It calls you to align your daily life with your highest values and deepest purpose. When you do, your legacy becomes a powerful force that shapes generations and uplifts the collective consciousness. You are the author of your story and the architect of your legacy. Embrace this sacred role with courage, passion, and unwavering faith in the power of your life's work. True leadership arises from courage, the willingness to stand in truth, face uncertainty, and inspire others to rise. Your awakening calls you to step into this role, not as a boss or ruler, but as a visionary guide lighting the way. Leadership begins with self-mastery. You must first lead yourself through inner battles and doubts before you can lead others. This journey is humbling and empowering, teaching you resilience, empathy, and grace under pressure. Your leadership is a beacon for those who feel lost, a rallying cry for collective awakening. It challenges outdated systems and invites new ways of being, rooted in love, justice, and unity. Embrace your call with humility and strength. Remember, the most profound leaders are servants of the greater good, lifting others as they rise. Authenticity is your superpower, a radical commitment to live and speak your truth no matter the cost. In a world that often rewards conformity, choosing authenticity is an act of rebellion and liberation. Radical authenticity requires vulnerability and courage. It means shedding masks and defenses to reveal the true you, imperfections, dreams, and all. This raw honesty creates deep connections and attracts your tribe. When you live authentically, you free others to do the same. Your courage to be real breaks chains of judgment and fear, inspiring a culture of openness and trust. Authenticity also fuels creativity and innovation. It unleashes your unique gifts and ideas, allowing you to contribute to the world in ways only you can. Your past holds powerful lessons and wounds that have shaped you. Healing these is essential for embracing the future you desire. This process is not about forgetting but integrating, transforming pain into wisdom and strength. Healing invites you to forgive yourself and others, releasing the heavy chains of resentment and regret. It allows you to reclaim your power and rewrite your story with compassion and clarity. Through healing, you break generational patterns and open new pathways for growth and freedom. You become a bridge between old cycles and new beginnings. This journey requires patience, grace, and self-love. Each step forward is a victory, bringing you closer to the life you are meant to live. Patience is a sacred virtue on your awakening journey. Trusting divine timing means surrendering the need for control and allowing life's perfect rhythm to unfold. Often, we want immediate results, but growth, healing, and transformation take time. Like seeds buried in soil, your highest potential is developing beneath the surface, unseen but steadily growing. Trusting the process requires faith in yourself, the universe, and the unseen forces working on your behalf. This faith brings peace amid uncertainty and resilience in the face of delays. Remember, every season has its purpose. Embrace your current stage as necessary and sacred, knowing that what is meant for you will come in divine timing. Boundaries are essential to honor and protect your sacred energy. They are not walls of separation, but gates of self-respect and self-care, allowing you to conserve strength and focus on what truly matters. Setting boundaries requires clarity about your values, needs, and limits. It empowers you to say no to what drains you and yes to what nourishes your soul. Boundaries foster healthier relationships with yourself and others. They create space for authentic connection, free from codependency and exhaustion. Learning to establish and maintain boundaries is an act of love and empowerment. It honors your worth and supports your ongoing growth and healing. Gratitude is a transformative practice that shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance.